Hello everybody, Slim Kirby here and welcome back to more Let's Play Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Today we're going to start Chapter 1. So yeah, let's get started.
Tellius, the year 648, early summer. The northeastern nation of Dain lost a bloody war with neighboring Crimea 3 years ago. Crimea, however, abdicated its right to rule Dain, and passed sovereignty of its former enemy to the powerful Benyan Empire. Dain's future is now subject to the whims of the Empire. Benyan's occupation forces have gathered all Dain men of fighting age and put them to work in labor camps. Their work is brutal and void of purpose, designed to break both body and spirit. The remaining population faces poverty and starvation as the fields lie fallow. A band of young heroes has escaped the Benyan army to form a group called the Dawn Brigade. Fighting for a free Dain, they alone have stood against Benyan's forces. They alone have shouldered the hopes of their nation. Among the company is a young girl named Micaiah, who is said to possess mystical powers. The people of Dain have come to know her as the Silver-Haired Maiden. They have come to think of her as the savior for whom they had been waiting. Benyan's forces have tried time and again to capture and silence the Dawn Brigade. However, Micaiah's ability to sense impending danger has thus far allowed the Dawn Brigade to evade the Empire's grasp.
Chapter 1, Maiden of the Miracles. So yeah, whenever they do a segment like that, I'm going to keep quiet for that too. Just because, I don't want to be speaking over someone else. And also, they kind of give some good backstory about the actual story of the game. A story I probably can't explain well anyway, so yeah, I'm going to use that guide to my advantage, so hooray for that. So yeah, here we are back at the, I don't know if this is their actual, home or whatever, but they're basically meeting right here, the Dawn Brigade. And we'll also meet the other two members of the Dawn Brigade. One who we already know from the last game, but we didn't know he was part of the Dawn Brigade until this game. So yeah, basically as I said in the last chapter, since Dain lost the war to Crimea, Crimea actually gave the country of Dain to Benyan, and Benyan has not been really nice to the people of Dain, and this is why the Dawn Brigade is here. And oh, we have a mysterious talker right now. It's Soth and Nolan. Now this has always confused me, or not really so much confused me, but this has always in a way scared me, but Nolan is a grown man, and he's hanging around with a bunch of children. That just seems kind of weird. I mean, I don't think Nolan is one of those people or anything, but still, just the whole concept is kind of strange, I guess. I kind of wish they gave a little more backstory to the whole Dawn Brigade. Instead, they're just saying, oh, these are people who grew up in Dain. And that's really about it. I wish there was, just a little more backstory with them. So yeah, now they're talking about Micaiah's magical powers. The little cutscene at the beginning of this video kind of explained a few of those powers as well. The fact that she can use sacrifice to heal allies just with a touch of her hand. And she can also sense impending danger too, so... yeah, Micaiah can be a very dangerous little girl if she has all those abilities. So yeah, now we need to get out of this place because Benyon is going to be tearing every house apart looking for us. Okay, so yeah, this is the goal of this chapter. We have to escape through those yellow squares over there, so that is exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so we actually get a new character. This is Nolan. Nolan is a fighter, and he's already at level 9, so he's actually going to be a very, very big help to us, especially during the early parts of the game, because, you know, he's higher level than the other units. And unlike other Fire Emblem games where you get a very, very tough allied unit at the very beginning, you can still kind of use Nolan, because even though he's over-leveled, he's not, like, that over-leveled, so he's not going to be hogging experience too much. Nolan is a fighter, a class that masters axes, and they can also use crossbows later on in the game. I'll go over crossbows when they actually come into play, because we do not have them yet. He has a special skill called Nihil, or I don't know how you say that, but basically it cancels enemies' combat-related skills. Something we really don't have to worry about that much yet, but this is actually a very, very, very helpful skill to have. So yeah, Nolan can be a very good character just because of the skill alone. But yeah, this is a very important skill, especially later on, so keep that in mind. And of course he has the standard shove that everybody has. Other things, as I said earlier, Nolan is a really good character. He has one of the best defensive stats than any person you'll get in the first part of the game, so you're definitely going to want to use him as a wall at the very least, so keep that in mind. And overall, his stats are just, you know, generally pretty good. He has some pretty low resistance, but still, that's not a major issue. And yeah, that's really about it, so let's get started. For this chapter, I'm not going to be using Leonardo very much, so I'm going to be using him to pick up items from these houses. And we'll get a Vulnerary, if we need it. There's another house right here, but we'll be getting that later, and I think that's all the houses we can go inside. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I'm going to be putting Nolan right here in front. And I'll have him, you know, start attacking these enemies. Go ahead and show off his attack animation, too. He also has a lot of HP, so he will not go down easy. But his defense and speed's kind of low, so he will get hit often, so keep that in mind. Let's see, I generally put Edward right here, but he's not going to be able to get there. He's also going to get attacked by some of these other guys too, so... Or actually, no he's not. He'll get attacked here, but... Okay, that's fine. I don't think Edward will die. If he does... well, that's gonna suck. So I'm just gonna hope that he doesn't die, let's just put it that way. So yeah, let's get started here. Okay, yeah, Edward will be fine. Now, if he actually criticaled that enemy unit, I probably would have been in trouble, because then I'd have to deal with multiple units at once. But I think I'm going to be fine. Oh, shoot. Crap! Okay, well that didn't actually turn out very well. Oh, dang. So yeah, remember when I said this game was hard? Yeah, I wasn't joking. This game really is hard. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, I'm trying something a little bit differently here. I arranged my formation just a little bit. Unfortunately, Nolan's going to get attacked quite a bit, but Edward is the unit that's going to be, you know, in danger more, so this made a little more sense. It still kind of sucks that Edward had to take the fall right there, but sometimes it can't be avoided. Plus, Nolan's good enough to survive, so we should be okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to first use Sacrifice on Nolan. It's just enough to get him full health, too, so that actually worked out pretty well. Then I'll get rid of the Javelin guy, because he'll actually hurt Micaiah if I don't. And now I can attack this guy with Edward, and Edward won't take a hit at all, so... Okay, yeah, this definitely worked out a lot better this time. And then, of course, we'll bring Leonardo over, too. Nolan is seriously a beast, though. He really is a great unit. I mean, just the fact that he's a fighter that can get a 98% hit chance with a steel axe is actually pretty impressive. Normally you don't see that very often. Usually you still get like an 80% chance or something. Okay, what to do here? I think I'll go ahead and put Nolan over here, get him in position to attack these guys. And does he have a vulnerary? Yes, he does. Okay. That works. Then I'll put Edward over here. Just so no enemies can get by and hurt Micaiah. And can Leonardo do any damage without killing him? No, we can't. Okay, well, I'll just put Leonardo right here then. Then kill this guy with Micaiah. And she gains a level up. That was actually a pretty good level up. It would have been nice if she got speed and defense, but everything else pretty much went up. Okay, Nolan's going to take some more damage right here, unfortunately. But he should survive with no major problems.